Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. All right, we've got another one in the series of the Royal Kitchen. This is still from the first shopping trip that we did, I think last week or a week and a half ago. I don't remember. I'm prepping some carrots right now, as you saw from the intro. We are doing a low-carb shrimp fried rice, meaning we're not actually going to use rice. We're going to use cauliflower rice. And before any of you go out there and go, ew, look, there's some tricks with using cauliflower rice. I've heard a lot of people say they don't like the texture, it's too wet, it's too mushy, it's too this, it's too that. Here's the thing with cauliflower rice. You ready for the secret? You gotta make it dry. You gotta make it dry. If you don't do prep steps ahead of time, it will be wet and mushy. I use the frozen cauliflower rice, and the very first thing that I do is I put it in the microwave and I basically heat it up. Then we get all of the water out of it and then we cook it to death. Is pretty much how it goes. So right now we are doing mise en place. We are cutting all of our vegetables that we need for said stir fry. So rather than sitting here and talking you through me chopping the vegetables, we'll speed it up a little bit and we'll listen to some music and we'll watch me chop some vegetables. All right. as it says, to the stove we go. Okay, I'm checking the oil to see how hot it is. This is just vegetable oil. That's it. If you have peanut oil, that's great, just because peanut oil can stand a higher temperature. I'm putting in the cabbage, the onions, and the carrots, because generally these will give off the most liquid. There's really not enough mushrooms for it to really matter, to be honest with you. And they also kind of take a little bit of time for them to cook. Generally in fried rice, the vegetables aren't really all that al dente per se. They're a little on the softer side. So I just added a couple of spoonfuls of my minced garlic. You guys know what I do. I mince my own garlic. I don't pay for it. This is actually ginger that's in a jar in the vegetable section, I think is where I found it. In the refrigerator part of the vegetable section where your produce is. I did use that just simply because every time I buy fresh ginger, it never gets used, and I hate to waste stuff. So this, you just open it, you put it in your refrigerator, you're fine. It's good to go. And the ginger is really good. We put quite a bit of salt in there because we're going to have a lot of vegetables. Whole lot of vegetables. So please don't be afraid of the salt. Right, so salt and pepper. We're going to let these cook down a little bit, and I do stop and start in between just simply because nobody wants to sit and watch a pan fry. All right, so we let them go a little bit, got them a little smaller, and what I did was add the broccoli and I added the mushrooms. That's sesame oil. That is a must, people. You must have sesame oil or you will never get that flavor on your fried rice. It's just, trust me when I tell you, do one with it and do one without it. You'll see what I mean. Sesame oil is a staple in my house. I always have it. It's not really to fry things in, it's to season with. You're to season things with it. And it does, it's just delicious. Nice, nutty thing. All right, so I let it go for a few minutes and didn't touch it. So now we're going to stir it because you guys remember the rules when we're doing these types of things. We want them to cook and get a little bit of color on them. So don't sit there and fuss over your pan and constantly just stir like I'm doing now. I need to stir to move it around. Don't sit there and just do this the whole time. You're working yourself to death and you're not doing the vegetables any favors, right? Turn them over a little bit, let them go and let them sit so that they can start to get some color on them. This is also very important when it comes to doing the cauliflower part of it. Again, all I did was stop the camera and let it cook and then bring it back when it was time for me to stir again. This was not really quick. Fried rice takes a little bit. This is not a 30-minute meal, people. This is probably 45 minutes or more in true time, just depending on. I like using my cast iron because it holds the heat very well, and cast iron is just, that's the best cooking product you can get. All right, so I screwed up and bought pre-cooked shrimp. In this case, look, it worked fine, so it all worked out. And to be quite honest with you, I think I actually liked it better than when I get the raw shrimp and have to cook that off first and then put it in. So by all means, buy the cooked shrimp. This had tail on, so I had to take all the tails off. So now we're just going to stir it around a little bit, and then we're going to let it go. See, easy peasy. The vegetables are probably fairly close to being mostly done. I gave them a few more minutes, probably another 6 or 7. You can kind of see where we're at. There's a little bit of liquid in there. So now basically all I'm going to do is we're going to take all the stuff that is, pardon my phone, we're taking all of the stuff that's in the pan out of the pan. Just like that. We're not going to clean the pan out. That little bit of liquid in there, we're okay. It's fine. It'll give it more flavor. I haven't turned the pan down either. We're pretty high. We're a little above medium-high heat. You got to go kind of quick. That's the other thing with shrimp fried rice. Don't cook it too slow. You screw that up. It does need to kind of be a higher heat. So we'll add a little bit more of the vegetable oil and a little bit more of the sesame oil here in just a second. Pompey's, as always, my constant companion, praying that I drop something because she's always hungry. All right, now the cauliflower that again was pre-cooked, there's not that much water in it. Now this again is very large. We ended up getting 2 dinners and I think I got 2 lunches out of this one. So that was a lot of cauliflower rice. We're up pretty high. I turned it up a bit more. So with this, you're going to add sesame oil, which I think I'm doing right now, garlic, because, you know, it's garlic. Sure, why not? You need to flavor every step of it. If the fried rice is good, then the vegetables will be good. Okay, so that is the sesame oil, I believe. And then I think that's the fish sauce.
Excuse me.
A little bit of fish sauce. Sorry again for my phone. People are texting me about kittens. My apologies. And then we're going to put some more, now the soy sauce is coming up. You're going to use a bit of soy sauce. This is the reason why you didn't see me salt this, is because the soy sauce is basically Chinese salt. So do not salt this part of it or you're going to end up with really salty things. Like you can add a little bit of salt after if you need to. And basically we're going to let this go. We are going to cook the absolute snot out of this. We're going to mush it around here and then we're going to let it sit and we're going to let it get brown before we turn it again. And then we'll turn it again and we'll let it sit and we'll let it get brown before we turn it again. This is the secret to fried rice. You need to cook all the water off and you need to get a little bit of crunch on that rice. Now you can see we're starting to get a little bit of brown. That isn't just the soy sauce that's in there. You see how dry the pan is. All the liquid should be gone. You should see no oil. You should see no water. You should see nothing. Okay, nothing. And again, this was like the 3rd time. You can tell we got some brown bits on there. See, brown bits are good. Do the brown bits. So we're close now. We're actually going to add all the vegetables back in there. The shrimp and the vegetables and all of those things. So there we are. Nope, the eggs. Oh, see, I forgot. I forgot about the eggs. Yeah, get your cauliflower rice as cooked as you want it to be. And then we're going to cook the eggs. That was 3 eggs scrambled up. This matters. Don't miss this step, guys. You need to put the eggs in it. I don't care if you don't like eggs or not. I'm not a big, huge egg person, but it matters. You need the eggs in the fried rice. It makes a big difference. It actually makes it a little creamier, to be honest with you. Definitely, most people that try this didn't realize this wasn't actually rice in here, which is a good thing. It's all vegetables. All right, so we'll give you the sizzling sounds this time. We are adding all of the things in. This video gets cut short very quickly. I think I forgot to videotape it once I plated it up for presentation, so I'm sorry. You're going to get a picture of what it looks like at the end. And there it is. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. Y'all stay out of trouble. Love you, bye.